viewers, I am Sangeeta, your maths teacher. Today in this video, we are going to study about the line segment. What is line segment? We'll go with the definition. What is the definition? Let us study about the definition now. First, can you see it clearly? What is the definition of line segment here? It is a part of line that has both starting and ending point. What is a starting and ending point? We'll move with the example. Here it is example. Here is the starting point. Here is the ending point. If I take an example of line segment as A is the starting point and B is the ending point. Here is the line. You can see it is not a complete line. It is a part of line. It is called as line. As you already studied in my previous videos that what is a line, you can see line has two arrow marks in its both sides. Here also it is having arrow mark. Here also it is having arrow mark. On the both side you can see the arrow mark. Then such type of line is only complete line. If I am taking any part of this line like this, if I cut and take, you can see it is having a starting and ending point. So by this you can understand it clearly that line segment is nothing but it is a part of line. It is a part of line which has both starting and ending point. Line segment is nothing but it is a part of line that has both starting and ending points. If you want to understand it still more detailedly, we'll go with another definition. You can see here. It is the distance between two distinct points. What does it mean? Distinct point means here you can see A is one point, B is another point. There are two distinct points, means they are not nearby, they are little bit far away. So the distance between these 2 points is only called as the line segment. What is now distance? Distance is nothing but which is the finite measurement of the length. As you all know, length can be measured in different units. Do you know that? Length can be measured in what all units? Let us know. If you know the measuring units of length, can you recall it with this chart? See, here I have prepared one chart which are the units for the measurement of length. It is a SI metric measures and English measures. There are some measuring units which you already studied about all these things in your basic classes. So if you want to study still more detailedly, if it is possible, I'll prepare one more video on these measurements, but don't worry. Now for your understanding purpose, I have took the chart. Now what is the relation between kilometer and meter and centimeter? You can come to know with this chart. Here already you know what is the relation between centimeter and meter. You can see here. You can tell that 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter by this chart. And also you can know what is the relation between kilometer and meter. Here 1 meter means there is in 1 kilometer you can see there are 1000 meters. I have written all the meters measurement for that particular front, whatever the measuring units is there. Here 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer, 100 meters is equal to 1 hectometer, 10 meter is equal to 1 decameter, 1 meter is already basic thing here, and 1 by 10, it is the 0.1 meter is equal to 1 decimeter, 0.01 meter is equal to 1 centimeter, and 0.001 is 1 meter is equal to 1 millimeter. If you convert it oppositely, like 100 centimeter will be equal to 1 meter as you usually measure it in your scales. Okay, and commonly we use kilometers also. you are all familiar with kilometers, meters and centimeters. Normally in our day-to-day life we use these all measuring units. Why I'm trying to make you to understand these measuring units, because I want to give an example of line segment. After coming to know that the measuring units of the length, we come back towards the line segment. Line segment, as you already know now, the distance between two distinct points. We come back for our examples. Examples can be taken in different ways, like A and B. I took here one example, and going for next example, it is in measured in kilometers. Now before going to an example, I want to ask you one question related to this line segment. What is my question? Question is, here we go, that when in India our first train was started, from which place to which place it was started, and there will be an exact answer. What will be our answer? That will be, here it is. Our answer is Bombay to Thane. Bombay to Thane. Bombay to Thane. Why it is an example for the line segment? Because there is a particular measurement. Here you can see there is a measurement of what you can see here, 34 kilometer. It is exactly 34 kilometer we can say here as the length between what is the distance between Bombay to Thane, we can say that is 34 kilometer. And here, as for your extra knowledge, I have written here, it was started at April 16, 1853. That first train was left from Bombay to Thane. Why I have mentioned here Bombay to Thane? Can you see here? As our example you saw in the line segment, A and B were the 2 points, and here A to B, if I take the distance, then it is only called as the line segment. I have already said you. Then if A I take the place Bombay, B I take the place Thane, then you can see there are the 2 points, starting point, ending point. If the train starts from Bombay and it is going to complete its journey to in the Thane, then you can see here there is a finite distance covered by the train, and this finite distance is called as the line segment. However, now we understood through the one more example that what can be called as line segment. One more example, Kashmir to Kanyakumari. If I'll take one more example, like from state wise, if I'll take Kashmir and one more place, Kanyakumari. Where is Kanyakumari? Do you know that place? It is in the Tamil Nadu. If Kashmir is at the top of India, Kanyakumari is at the bottom of India. What is the length? Can you measure it in the centimeter? No. Meter? No. Yes, it is measured in the kilometers, and kilometers is also the measuring unit of length, and the line segment can be measured in this way also. Kanyakumari to Kashmir you go, or from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. The distance between these 2 points is what? 3676 kilometers. So we can consider this is both examples for line segments. Now some more examples I can take, like if I take this thread, can you see what it is? It is a thread. Now I want to cut this thread. We'll take the help of scale. Why we need a scale? Scale is also one of the instrument which is used to measure the line segment. Line segment, you are getting it, what it is. If I want to take the length of this thread for about, I want to take it 10 centimeter thread. Okay, exactly 10 centimeter. So I can keep this thread to the 0 and I will just mark on this thread till where it is 10. Can you see here? I have took this thread from 0 starting point, I kept on the 0. Then I am taking here 10. Till 10 you can see it is clearly clear. From 0 to 10 I am holding it. Okay, straight you should stretch and mark it on this thread, and you can hold here and you can exactly cut with the scissor. So now this thread can be also the example for line segment. What is the length of this line? Now you can tell that the length of this thread is from green button to orange button. What is the length? It is what? 10 centimeter. What it is? 10 centimeter. Now this is also one example for the line segment. Here we will now understand how to name the line segment. Okay, if I have any one line segment, like if line segment means there will be a starting point and ending point. These starting and ending points can be named with the any English alphabets with their capital letters. Okay, if I'll take any alphabets like P, it should be written in a capital letters. Okay, you will name like this. And how to denote it with symbolically as P and Q. On the head of this you should put a bar like this. So the line segment is named as PQ. You should name like this. Okay, one more example I'll take. If I'll draw one more line segment having 2 points, then you can take any English alphabets, like I will take S and R. So what will we name for this line segment? We'll name as S and R. On that head we should keep a bar. Okay, now how to measure the line segments we have to study. Next point, after knowing that naming of the line segment, I am going to teach you how to measure the line segments. Here we come to know. See, everyone knows what is the scale. Okay, this is an instrument used to measure the line. So here you can see some markings on this line in this scale. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so on. If it is a small scale, we have here 15 markings. Some other scales there will be so different markings, depends on the length of that scale. Here I have taken small scale, and here we will start from 0. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this till 15 markings you will be having on your scale. How to understand the scale markings, I will show you here. There will be a starting 0 and 1, 2, 3, so on. In between 0 and 1 there are again small parts of line. You can see here it is equally parted. In between two distinct number there are again equal parts. You can see here there will be, in your scale you can see it clearly. Small markings will be there. So I can show you by zooming it like this. It will be okay, 0 and 1. In between these there are again 10 equal parts. They are named like 0 and 1. You can see it very clearly. In between them the small parts are named like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and at last big line will be 1. Again, if I'll take 1 and 2, in between these again there will be 10 equal parts. Like this I can proceed this line and make you to understand. Here, if it is 1 and it is 2, in between these two marking again there will be 10 equal parts. And they can be named like this. It is now after 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and after 9 we don't use here 1.10. We'll go complete whole number we should use. Next will be 2. Only in between we are going to use here decimal values. Here you can see how can we use the scale for measurements. Now we'll take one example and we'll try to measure the line segment. Here I don't know, I am simply drawing a line segment. I don't know what measurement it is. I have drawn without any measurements. I'll name it as A and B. Now how to measure this line segment? First of all, take the scale. As you can see here, it is a 0 mark, and I am going to keep this 0 mark on this starting point. Here, this 0 mark exactly on this starting point, and where it ends, can you see? Here it is coming to the point 7.2. Here you can see 1, 0 to 1, and zero to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and here you can see it 7 afterwards 2, 7.1, 7.2. So what is the measurement of this? Here now I have zoomed my mobile camera for you to understand it very clearly. Now what is the measurement of this line segment? Can you see here clearly? From 0 to, it is now, here you can see 7.2. What is the length of this line segment? Now it is 7.2 centimeter. You can see it clearly. Okay, I hope that you understood how to measure the line segment. Now here we go for next point, how to draw the line segment. Drawing of line segment. Okay, now first of all I will give you a question that draw a line segment PQ of 5.3 centimeter. How we should do it? Take the instrument scale. Here we go. Keep the scale straightly, and now you can mark the 0 point. Where is our 0 point on this scale? You can identify here. Here it is. So keep here 1 point, and then now we move towards 5.3 because our question is 5.3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5, how many lines I have to consider is 3. 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. Here I have to keep here exactly on this line. I have to keep one more point. After keeping these 2 points, now I'll consider this is my line segment PQ. It is a starting point P and it is the ending point Q. I have to join these 2 points. You can see it clearly now. It is the line segment with measuring 5.3 centimeter. Now I hope that you have understood how to draw a line segment. You can try it for different examples. You can draw now. You can draw a line segment. Draw a line segment. AB as 3.8 centimeter. Can you try it? Can you try? Okay, we will try it. First take the scale. Start from the 0. Keep here 1 point and count down 1, 2, 3. After 3, how many lines we have to consider? 8, because 3.8 centimeter line segment we need. So we have to draw 3.8. After 3, if we consider 8 lines, then it will be what? 3.8 centimeter. So I will take 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8. Here I will keep. After keeping here one more point, we have here starting and ending points. Now next we will join it. Now here I will name as A and B. Starting point and ending point, as soon as we get, we will join those 2 points and write the length what we have measured, that is 3.8 centimeter. Like this, now we come to know how to draw the line segment. Now next point is comparing line segments. How we will compare the line segments we will learn now. If I have here 2 lines, now I can name these 2 line segments as one is E and F, another is K and J or JK. Now which one is the longest and which one is the shortest? We have to measure and then compare those, which is the longest and which is the shortest. As we already learned how to measure the line segments, we will measure those line segments and write their measurements. Here first line segment, that is E and F, is here you can see now clearly from F till E, it is exactly after 5, how many lines you can see, that is 5.9. okay, now this EF line segment is 5.9 centimeter. Now next line segment we will measure. 1 point we will keep on 0 and then other point at where it will end we have to measure it. Now here it is after 4, you can see 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. it is 4.8 centimeter. Now after coming to know the measurements of these two line segments, we can see that EF is the longest. This is the longest line segment. And this one is shortest line segment in between these two. If I'll take like this only many examples, we have to measure and write those measurements, and after knowing those measurements we can compare and tell that which one is the longest line segment and which one is the shortest. Like this only, if we have many of the line segments also, we can find out by measuring and comparing those. We can find out which one is the longest, which one is the shortest, or which one is an average line segment. After knowing all these points, we'll move towards now the conclusion by knowing the difference between line, rays and line segment. We have to know it very clearly, that the difference between line segment and ray. Here we can easily understand the difference between line segment, ray and line. What are the differences between these 3 points? These all three are the basic geometrical concept, but it's very much important to understand the difference between these things. Okay, here line segment, as you know, it has two end points, or it has both starting and ending points. And in ray we have only starting point but no end point. In line there is no starting nor end points. As you can further see the points and detailedly come to know here, length of the line segments will be definite. As we now already come to know that what is the line segment with many examples, like here line segments can be measured 5.9, 3.5, like this. There is a finite measurement of the line segment, as it has both the end points, or it has a starting point and ending point. Means there are two end points. If we go from one side, it will be one starting and another will be ending. If we'll start from this point to that, then that will be the another ending point. So we use here two end points, starting and ending points we have. So there are complete here 2 points, distinct points are there, then it is a finite measurement, it is a definite. Okay, but in ray, as we have only starting point, there is no end point. Means there can be going on like this only. You can see that ray, it will be not any end, having any end point, then it is no definite length for this ray, cannot have definite length. And cannot, here in the line segment we have starting and ending points, and there will be there you can be easily measured in the distance between these 2 points. Okay, so can be measured, but in the ray cannot be measured because there is no definite length. As we come to the line, here there is no starting also, no ending point also, so there is no starting nor end points, cannot have definite length. As in the ray also we cannot have definite length, in the line also we don't have any definite length. Why? Because there are 2 arrow marks. You can also extend in this direction also, in this direction also, and then how can we have the any 2 points are there, then we can easily measure. But here there is no any starting point or end point. What will be the measurement for this line? So there will be no particular measurement for line. Here in this video we have already learnt about the things like line segments, definition of line segments, examples for line segments, naming of line segments, measuring of line segments, drawing of line segments, comparing of line segments, and also we have learnt about the difference between line, ray and line segments. By learning the difference between line, ray and line segments, it's very clear to understand what is the line, ray and line segment. I hope so that you have understood it very clearly. Now, before going to give you today's practice work, I want to tell the answer of previous videos practice work answer. In previous video, I had given you a practice work of writing the diagonal lines on the shape rectangle. Here the given shape was like rectangle PQRS. As you know, the non-adjacent vertex for P is R, for Q non-adjacent vertex is S, and the diagonal lines can be written like this: PR, as by joining P to the R you get PR. You can write it as PR or RP also, both the answers are right. And for the another diagonal, by joining S to Q you will get the QS or SQ. These two answers are right. Check your answer. And now today's practice work, I am giving this diagram. Here this diagram is the practice work for you, so you can find out the points, rays, line and line segment in this diagram, so that I can give you answers in my next video. If you don't understand any points from this, you can go for my previous videos and come to know what are the points, lines, rays and line segments to understand and find out the answers. Okay, thank you for watching. In my next video you'll find the answer for this diagram, and these all points you will get the answer in my next video. And also we'll start the what are angles. Angles is another basic concept of geometry. I will complete it in my next video. So thank you, keep watching my channel, and don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. If you have any comments, you can give in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Thank you.